first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. A strike downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Quarterback will audible. Looking for a man. It's Manziel. Getting some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. He makes the connection. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bears! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And that is the kind of drive to start a season that is going to put a smile on your head coach's face. They were just methodical in the way they marched down the field. Awesome execution. You cannot start the season any better than that right there.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And he loses the football. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you... had a steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return you do, and a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, 1st down. Quick completion to the right. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Bears trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield, and make this life hard on this running back.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Baylor! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. At the 40, there he goes. Can anyone catch him? Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he got loose, it was all over. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixed.
Going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. To the air, it's Manziel. Unloads to the right. Pulls it in. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And the Bears with the 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's touchdown Bears! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's a... football game, how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Makes the grab. It's Matthews. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
He runs out of bounds at the 47. First down for the offense. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Baylor 21, Tennessee 7.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The running back has it. Makes his man miss. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different.
Makes the grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteer.
Number 10 with the grab and the score.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
It gets no bigger than 1 versus 2, and take a look at how this critical game finished up. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. We'll see a lot of big games this season, but few will have as much of an impact on the big picture as 1 versus 2 and how this one played out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Throws for the tight end. What a snag by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Coaches preach all week about physicality, physicality. That is how you do it. That is how you put it on tape. That's how you show everybody in the locker room, everybody on the field, this is how our defense is going to be. Do not run the football because we will knock you senseless.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown ball. Ready to try the point after. And it's perfect. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Back to throw, it's Manziel. Makes the grab down the middle. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
When you play zone coverage, everybody drops back, everybody has eyes on the quarterbacks. You're not really looking at the wide receivers a lot of times, so they can slip in those little cracks, and the quarterback can really make precise throws. Great job, great play, great throw, great game.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They want to just keep throwing it. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
On 3rd down, going up top. Throws to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Running it back, it's Staley. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brings up 2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This has been a spectacular offensive showcase so far, David.
This has been unbelievable. The fireworks has been amazing. This is modern offense now. Palmer, when you look at college football, there's a lot of scoring, and defenses haven't had a lot of answers.
No, this game's been a track meet, man. So if you're on offense right here, keep the pedal to the metal. Keep the tempo going. Stay aggressive.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the film. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The 1st down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Quarterback checking off. Back to throw. It's Manziel. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Bears line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. There he goes. Open it up. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This has been a track meet running up and down the field so far, Jet. Touchdown, Volunteers! Hold it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half.
21.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Pulls it in. It's Porter. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to throw, it's Manziel. Time to take a shot. Makes the grab down the left side. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock.
It's now second down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On second down, he'll let it fly. Looking to the big tight end. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Bears will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man on the right. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Lewis. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting...
Unleashes one deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Vols will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He tries to take the top off. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
They're bringing heat. He's going to take off. Still running at the 40. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
They're trying to get to him. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day, but finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more play.
Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And the Volunteers are threatening on first and goal. Goes to the option. Now the toss. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
42, Baylor, 21.
Fair catch called for and made. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one.
Gonna let it fly. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Offense getting set for first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On the run, it's Lewis. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No serve, no moss. Get it together.
On the move, he fires. He's got it. Got a little space. Got a lot of running room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown ball. And the beatdown has ensued.
Number 85 with the catch and score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. UConn was anything but dominant today, but the Huskies are going to leave Rentschler Field winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And his throw is incomplete.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. This time it's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Tennessee 49, Baylor 21.
First down to start the drive after the break. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He'll try to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries, so don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
The give. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Here on third down. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and really good third down situation. You know it's third and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
A first down for the offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Now on second down after the incompletion. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Makes the catch. It's Porter. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Baylor! He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the boulevard. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. And he's going to run it back. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change.
He's taking the shot. He's got it down the left side. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the stomping has commenced. On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Offense set on first down. Dropping back, it's Manziel. It's complete on the right side. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Off play action on first down. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And you've always got to be careful around the sidelines and not step out accidentally. So that wide receiver did a really nice job on that route to bring the ball in while on a tight.
Makes the catch. It's Porter. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. The Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. A first down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second and goal coming up.
Here we go.
Using the quick game. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On the option. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He's going to bring it out from deep. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Wide receiver shows motion. He'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch was called for, but there is a flag on the play, and we'll have to sort it out. So the offense accepts the 15-yard penalty after that special teams miscue. The offense set for a 1st down play. He'll start this drive firing. Trying to make magic with his feet. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Firing to the end zone. He caught it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Bears headed quickly to the line. Trying to bully their way in. Touchdown, Baylor! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot. He gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's caught downfield. He's off to the races. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass.
And he's just causing wreckage in the secondary. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
From the gun, the running back has it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown Bears! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's
a live ball. One more play to pad the stats. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air, it's Manziel. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute, get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.